Salute, dog.
Salute, brother.
Can you read, bro?
Yeah.
All right, good, man, good. I really want to start out um in this first black church, and I want to break down a couple of things, and you may um we just want to let's just start. Read the Wikipedia. Read the Wikipedia article.
All right. Let me blow it up a little bit. All right.
Shalom, the big hug, brother.
Shalom, shalom. Let me clear my throat. With coffee. First African Baptist Church, Savannah, Georgia. First African Baptist Church located in Savannah, Georgia, claims to be derived from the first Black Baptist congregation in North America, although it was not officially organized until 1788. It grew from members who founded a congregation in 1773. Its claim of first is contested by the Silver Bluff Baptist Church, Aiken County, South Carolina.
Wow, that's what Jason from, babe.
And the first.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Wow.
He is in our study with us today. Wow.
Go ahead.
And the first Baptist Church of Pittsburgh, Virginia, whose congregation officially organized in 1774. First African Baptist Church operates a museum which displays memorabilia dating back to the 18th century. So let's get to the history. George Leslie was Lelisle, a slave.
Well, actually, they flipped it around. It's actually Liele. You see that? You see how they tried to change it around? Now, when I hover over it, you see how they spelled it right?
Oh, Lily.
Does everyone see that?
Well,
does everyone see that? Okay, wait. Let me bring your attention to a couple of different things. Like, in our last class, we talked about how the house slaves, the black male house slaves, they either witnessed or were a part of a book breaking event. 9 times out of 10, they were a part of it and they witnessed it. Okay. These book breaking events, there were various things that were actually done to black male slaves. They would get the strongest black slave, right? And what they would do is that they would do different things to them. These were the rebellious men, okay, black males, field slaves. And what they would do is that sometimes they would tie both ankles and both arms to 2 horses, 2 opposite horses, and then whoop the horses and pull them apart. Actually, the Levi Strauss logo for 50 years was, they put jeans in the place of it, but that is where they get that concept of the logo from, is from a book breaking. Okay. And once a black male slave then converted to a house slave, experienced that trauma, they were fearful enough to do whatever was required by the slave master. Okay, they were allowed to work in the house. They were allowed to be taught to read. They were actually taught to read from the Bible. They were only it was mandated that they would only be allowed to learn to read the New Testament and allowed to teach white Jesus that the Israelites or the field slaves teach them teach them white Jesus, teach them that they were African, and teach them that the laws, God loves everybody, obey your slave master, and the laws are done away with. There are no commandments. You can eat whatever you want to eat. You can wear whatever you want to wear. You can, Sunday is the Sabbath, so on and so forth. That's what it was created. That's what all religion was created to do, is to wash the minds of the field slaves and make them think that they are African. Okay? So that those that are of the slave master's nationality, not just Caucasians from the Caucasus Mountains, but Edomites as a whole, Amalek, as well as the other sons of Esau. All right. I guess you could just call them just regular Caucasians, have been in league and operating in unison with the Jewish Caucasians for many, many, many years. Okay. Ever since Alexander the Great took over Greece and merged the Greek and Roman Empire, making up the Greco-Roman Empire, later just being the Roman Empire. Okay. So after 192 in September Severus, an Israelite gladiator, ransacked Rome, toppled Rome. That was the wound, the first wound on the head of the beast that did heal, the deadly wound that did heal. What is that speaking of? It's speaking of the first slave revolt and the Israelites ruling Europe for over 1,100 years. Okay. White Jesus was a part of the Renaissance era. Iconoclasm was a part of the Renaissance era. When Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci, they were famous iconoclast artists. They painted over dark images. They painted over the images of the Israelites, the image of Christ, the image of the Most High, the image of the prophets, okay, the image of the angels. They painted over those images. They sandblasted those images to make them white. Okay, the scripture says they took the book of the law where they sought to paint the likeness of their images. Okay, so the Black Christian Church, you can see in the title, it says First African Baptist Church. Now, Baptist, we just roll by that, but Baptist is not a religion. Baptist is not a Christian denomination. Baptist is from the name of an Israelite by the name of John the Baptist. So that shows you clearly what the goal in this church is from day one. For those that don't understand that history that I just explained, you can start by watching a movie called The Birth of a Nation. It's the story of Nat Turner. They had gone through the process of buck breaking Nat Turner, okay? And the slave master's wife taught Nat Turner how to read the Bible. Well, Nat Turner took that teaching and went into the Old Testament as well. And that he was known as the prophet. Okay, so let me see if I can pull up. See if I can pull it up. All right.
You're a child of God. You got purpose. The law put it there, and nobody can take it away.
These books are for white folks. They're full of things your kind wouldn't understand. You're a special boy, Nathaniel. Study hard here.
Your slaves sure do know how to behave.
Well, they God-fearing. One of them's a preacher.
People might pay good money to have them calm down a bit, especially by one of their own.
I lead you to Peter 2:18. Submit yourselves to your masters, not only to those who are good and considerate, but also to those who are harsh. I'm that. What you think you're doing, boy? I asked you a question.
You're done preaching for a little while. You learned your lesson well?
Oh, yes. I've learned. To watch a strong man broken down is a terrible thing. The Lord spoken to me. Visions of what's to come. A rise of good against evil. What are we gonna do? We'll fight. But once it begins, our brothers and sisters will join. And we'll number in the hundreds, thousands even.
And we'll rise up. I like the waves. We'll rise up.
You fight.
In spite of the ache, we'll rise up.
You fight for us all.
I'll do it 1,000 times again.
I pray you sing a new song. Let the high praise of God be on the mouths of the saints and a two-edged sword in their hand to execute vengeance on the demonic nations. Sing to him a new song.
And we'll rise up. I like the waves. We'll rise up. In spite of the ache, we'll rise up. And we'll do it 1,000 times again.
You're waiting on something. You're waiting on us.
We will rise.
Did everyone get that? Did everybody understand that?
Yes, sir.
Excuse me. Yes, I did.
Okay. Does that make did you see the image that I just put in the group? They sent me an image. Did y'all see that image?
No.
Take the time to look at that. That's the Levi's logo. Okay. So I just want you to understand.
Excuse me. Is that in the chat? Is that in the chat or just by a text?
It's in the text. It's in the text of the group.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
You want us to take a look at that right now?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
on your phone.
Yeah.
All right, be right back.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
They switched up the story though, babe.
Huh?
They say that there was, a certain woman who asked that they make strong pants that her husband could work in without ripping them. So they added rivets to the pressure points and pull points, and thus were born Levi's.
Right. Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
That's
So where'd you get? But where did? Okay, but where did the two horses come from? With
Right.
the whips in the hands of the slave master of the overseers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Well,
take
yeah. They
the
about
king.
to. Yeah.
They
Okay.
take
Yeah. I guess the rivets. I guess they came with the rivets.
Hey, that's why I didn't want no black people to go see that movie, including
Huh?
myself.
You said what?
They didn't want no black people to see that movie. I wanted to see
No, bro. And you can see why. The whole movie was about just what I told you. It was about how the black Christian church was formed.
Mm. And they lied to me personally too, because they told me that it was sold out. I had to sneak out of the other part just to see.
Really?
Just to see like the 3 people in the theater. I said, wait a minute. I said, you told me this place was sold out. This movie was sold out. I was so upset. And I never got a chance. I'm so sorry I didn't get a chance to see it. My brother Purcell, who he spoke with, he told me, Mark, you got to go see it. I know I could find it somewhere.
You still haven't seen it?
No.
Let me see. I want to. Let me see if it's on. Let's see. I doubt if it's on Netflix.
I got Prime Video. I was sure it maybe be on there.
Let's see. Let's look it up. See if I can find it. All right. Let's see. Birth of a Nation. Where
you might can find it on Netflix, or either you just have to search it by the title, and it should come up. It should come up.
Here it is. It's Birth of a Nation. You can buy it for $16. It's well worth it for sure.
I agree, because they try to keep it.
Yeah,
for everybody.
Yeah. That's a tremendous movie.
It's really a good movie. It's well made.
And then they came up with, the brother, a white girl, actually said, I get what you can say, lied on him, saying that he raped her. He was at Penn State, okay, and she was found. It was found that it wasn't true, that she had lied, so she killed herself, and they brought that out before the movie came out to suppress the movie.
I don't know. That's the devil the Bible speaks of.
He won like at Sundance and all of that, man. Like the movie was crazy.
And they didn't show what they did to him afterwards.
Is it on? Let me see. Is it on Netflix though? Okay, it's on Apple TV.
Mm-hmm.
It's on Amazon.
Oh, I got that. Like Prime Video. I got it. So
yeah, it's on Prime. It's on Amazon. It's not on Netflix though. I wonder why. Okay, but anyway, all right. So look. So let's go to, all right. So go to verse 1. This is Jeremiah 17 and verse 1. Read, Doug.
All right. Jeremiah 17:1. The sin of Judah is written with a pen of iron and with the point of a diamond. It is graven unto the table of their heart and upon the horns of your altars, which their children remember their altars and their groves by the green trees upon the high hills. O my mountain in the field, I will give thy substance and all thy treasure to the spoil, and the high places for sin throughout all thy borders. And though even thyself shall discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee.
Wait a minute, read that again.
And though even thyself shall discontinue from thy heritage.
That's thou, but that's thou. It means you.
From thine heritage.
All right. So what does that mean? He said, thou shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee. What is your heritage? Israelites. You're the Israelites. You're the sons of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So the black church, as you just saw, these books are for white folks, is what they said. They taught him to read. They said that they're to keep him calm. He's a religious man. He's a preacher. One of them is a preacher. And you can see the buck breaking that they took him through. Beating him and conditioning him to prepare him to become a black Christian pastor. The first black Christian pastor's name. I'm just saying, you can't make this stuff up, man. You cannot make this stuff up. His name is George. Spell that name, Doug.
George Liele. Liele.
Okay, wait a minute. What does L-I-E spell, class? I mean, you cannot make this stuff up. And to let you know that they know exactly what they are doing. What does it spell when you first click on what is the link for his name spelled? Duh.
Lie. Oh, I'm sorry.
It says George Leile.
Okay, why did they change that around? Obviously, they know. Do you really think that Wikipedia made a spelling mistake? Do you really think that? I just want y'all to see that it goes deep, man. You got to understand how deep the rabbit hole goes. You are the chosen people of the living God. Do you notice how your news feed on social media is filled with this Project 2025? Black people texting other black people. Listen, you got to watch out for Project 2025. What have black people voted for the last 50 years? The exact same thing. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? Do you think Project 2025 can compare to the crack epidemic? Do you think it can compare to Jim Crow? Do you think it can compare to 100 years of lynching? Do you think it can compare to redlining? Do you think that it can compare to 400 years of chattel slavery? Of being paid nothing? Do you think that it can compare to 400 years of Christianity? I'm asking you this for a reason. Why would this nation go to such lengths to keep us, to cause us to think that we are African? What black person has been assassinated for saying that we are the Africans? What black person has had any pushback for saying we are African? Okay, listen. Okay. Does everybody know what these images are? Let's look at the history. Okay, so now okay. So Doug, can you read that?
Yes, sir. The Ten Commandments, 1956 film. This is from Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia. I like that. From the 1923 film, also directed by Cecil B. DeMille.
Okay, it's Jewish. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. The Ten Commandments, a 1923 film. The Ten Commandments is a 1956 American epic religious drama film produced, directed, and narrated by Cecil B. DeMille. Shot in VistaVision, color by Technicolor, and released by Paramount Pictures. The film is based on the 1949 novel.
Wait, hold on.
Fire.
Yeah, you went mute. Go back to Cecil B. Narrated by Cecil B. DeMille. I want y'all to make sure that you understand that technology helped this to come out. The reason why the movie was so popular, because the images, first of all, it was an all-white cast for an Israelite and an Egyptian set movie.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. It was a Israelite. First of all, it was the book of Exodus. Okay, this is an account from the book of Exodus. The encounter was between the Egyptians and the Israelites. The technology, as you can see, shot in VistaVision, color by Technicolor. That's just like saying it was AI right now. Or ChatGPT wrote the script. And please understand something. For you that don't want to use ChatGPT, every author on the planet Earth has what's known as an editor. If you have issues writing, surely you should use an editor as a part of your writing and not put out bad writing. Most Americans, no matter, because it's not your intelligence level. Do you understand what I'm saying? Some people are good writers. Some people are good mathematicians. Does that mean you're not smart because you don't write as well as a writer? Do you understand that? And even a writer that writes the best has an editor. That's all ChatGPT is. I mean, you know, it has its bias and it has its propaganda, but but it's your responsibility to raise your knowledge level so you won't be deceived. You feel me? All right. So look. So let's look at the history. Let's look at what VistaVision is. Read it.
What are we looking at? What? VistaVision.
This is VistaVision.
VistaVision is a higher resolution, widescreen variant of the 35 millimeter motion picture film format that was created by engineers at Paramount Pictures in 1954. Paramount did not use anamorphic process such as CinemaScope, but refined the quality of its flat widescreen system by orienting the 35 millimeter negative horizontally in the camera grade and shooting onto a larger area, which yielded a finer grain projection print. As a finer grain film stocks appeared on the market, VistaVision became obsolete. Paramount dropped the format after only 7 years, although for another 40 years the format was used by some European and Japanese producers for feature films and by American films such as the first 3 Star Wars films, the first 3 Star Wars films for high resolution special effects sequences. In many ways, VistaVision was a testing ground for cinematography ideas that evolved into 70 millimeter IMAX and OmniMax film formats in the 70s. Both IMAX and OmniMax are oriented sideways, as is VistaVision.
Does everybody realize that in the Star Wars movie,
1 second, right,
Darth Vader was Luke's father? Does everybody understand that we're talking about Isaac and Esau? Does everybody understand that? Darth Vader's voice was who? James Earl Jones. Does everybody understand that? Does everybody understand that King James, an Israelite of the tribe of Judah, had the Bible translated by 24 scholars? Does everybody understand where this is going? It's all connected, fam. It's all connected. Okay, so understand that in 1956, a beautifully colored movie is used to spread propaganda. Remember when I was saying that, and a picture is worth 1,000 words. But what about a motion picture? How many words is a motion picture in the best color? You got to understand that 1956 was not long before we transitioned from black and white. Does everybody understand the excitement of getting a color television in your home? Does everybody remember that? I think we're all old enough to remember the transition between black and white, and some shows being in black and white and some shows being in color. Especially as soon as you can get the static off the screen by, standing in the corner and putting one leg up or having some aluminum foil or what. Do you remember these things? Does everybody remember that? Does anybody remember that transition?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm just trying to put it in context for you so you'll remember and you'll understand how dramatic this was. That's what cinema is. It's designed to do. And you got to understand that the push the whole time is to be able to protect the Jewish people and protect their saying that they are from the seed line of King David, saying that they are the real Jews, correct? Does everybody understand that? And so America has been in support of that. America actually went and saved them in Germany from World War II. And the Balfour Declaration that was signed by Lord Rothschild gave Israel right to the land called Palestine. Now, if you are the chosen people of God, then how did Britain give you the land of Palestine? Okay. All right. So now let's go to let's see. Take a movie. Okay, so I want to give you the cast. I wanted to. Okay, all right. Okay. So I want to give you the definition. All right, read that definition, Doug.
Propaganda, right? Information, especially of a biased or misleading nature, used to promote or publicize a particular political cause or point of view.
You have to understand that in order to rule the earth, right? In order for the fourth and the final beast, in order for the Edomites to rule the earth, they have to establish their government. Does everybody understand that? They have to establish their government throughout the earth. It started with Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great was son of Philip of Macedonia. Alexander the Great did not push Macedonian culture all around the world. He spread Greek culture all around the world. He connected with his brothers, the Romans. He was of the Macedonians. The Macedonians are the fathers of are from the Amalek, Esau's son Amalek. Okay, that is your quote unquote Jewish people today. They descend from Esau's son Amalek. Saul was overthrown as king because he did not follow the Most High's commandments to destroy all of Amalek. Does everybody understand what's going on? Amalek joined unto the Romans in what's known as the Greco-Roman Empire. That empire grew to the Roman Empire only. And it was the greatest nation on the planet. It was the face of the first beast. The wound came when an Israelite gladiator by the name of September Severus in 192 AD, Mr. Nat Turner of his time, led the first slave revolt and ransacked Rome. Does everyone understand that we don't have to make up anything? All we have to do is search the facts. This is a book I have a copy of this book. Does everybody see that? The Roman Empire, the Empire of the Edomite, 1853, by William Beeston, Kinzinger Legacy Reprints. Okay, you can find this book for free. It's a free PDF. It's so many books that you can find free anyway. These older books, right? If they hadn't gotten rid of the history. Okay? But do you see that? This is from 1853. This book was written by an Edomite. Okay? They know full well what their nationality is. You understand? Okay. So read the definition of propaganda again, please.
Propaganda is information, especially of a biased or misleading nature, used to promote or publicize a particular political cause or point of view.
Go ahead to the second definition.
Right. Second definition, a committee of cardinals of the Roman Catholic Church responsible for foreign missions, founded in 1622 by Pope Gregory the 15th. Did I get that right?
Yes. Okay, listen. So a group of cardinals, these are the ones that are in red. Edom means what I'm saying is that this is too easy. It's too easy. Does everybody understand that a group of Roman Catholic Church cardinals are called propaganda that go on foreign missions, and they were founded in 1622? What came out in 1611?
King James Version.
The King James Version of the Bible with the Apocrypha. And 11 years later, the Edom-colored cardinals of the Roman Catholic Church, who were responsible for foreign missions, were founded in 1622 by Pope Gregory, where you get your Gregorian calendar, and where you sillies think that you can determine the Sabbath every week at the same time at the evening. Your Sabbath day starts in the evening because you're so intelligent and you won't listen to nobody but your elder, that you think that your Sabbath falls on the same day on the Gregorian calendar every week. Well, how did they tell when the Sabbath was in the wilderness, since they didn't have a Gregorian calendar until the 17th century, 16th, 17th century?
Sun and the moon.
And the fact that Pope Gregory's calendar is a solar only calendar should cue you into some things, shouldn't it? Okay, so all right. I just want you to understand what's going on. I want you to understand that there is no Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I want you to understand that those are Greek gods and that they call Saturday Saturday because in Latin or in Spanish, which came from Spain, which was not the original language of the Israelites, which came from Spain, Saturday is Sabado, to further confuse you. Since you believe everything they tell you anyway, it is propaganda. Does everybody understand that? I don't know. I don't know how else to put it. Okay. This is designed. Let's go here. Let's go out of. Let's say. Okay. Revelations 12 and 16. Read it up.
Revelation 12 and 16. And the earth helped the woman, and the earth opened up her mouth and swallowed up the flood which the dragon cast out of his mouth.
Okay, so now what does this mean? First of all, and the earth, meaning the truth, help the woman. Who is the woman? The Israelites. Does everybody understand that? The woman is Israel. Okay, let's see. Read from the 12th verse, Doug. Wait a minute, you know what? Go from the 10th verse.
Okay.
Now go.
Heaven, Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels, and prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven.
Meaning not in heaven, meaning meaning in their heaven, meaning America, rulership over America. You understand that? That's why he said, "How have thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, thou son of the morning? How have thou cut down to the ground? Who didst weaken the nation?" So you got to understand these are parables that are written only for the Israelites to understand. Okay. Keep reading, Doug.
And prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth. His angels were cast out with him.
Okay, he was cast out into the earth and his angels were cast out with him, meaning the nations that follow him. It says that they will cause all those that dwell on the earth to worship the image of the beast. So understand, that is who is with Satan. The spirit of Satan. The spirit of Satan works in a man. You understand that? Read on.
10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength in the kingdom of our God.
And wait a minute, the kingdom of what?
Our God.
Our God. Read.
The kingdom of our God and the power of his Christ. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down,
Mm-hmm.
which accused them there before our God day and night.
Read on.
And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb.
By the blood of the Lamb. You have the blood of the Lamb flowing through your body. If you are 12, if you are one of the 12 tribes of Israel, you have the blood of the Lamb flowing through your body. He says, I am the root and the offspring of David. That means that I am the creator, or the, what do I say? I am the start of King David. I'm the progenitor of King David, and I'm the offspring of King David. Now, how you do that? How exactly do you do that? You are the word of the Most High. He did not create anything without his word. Do you understand that? And his word was made flesh and dwelt among men. His word was made a man. He came and walked it out. He was born in the bloodline of King David. And he is the progenitor of King David. Man, anyway, read on.
Verse 11. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb, and by the word of their testimony.
And the word of their testimony, the spirit of the truth, the true teachings of the Israelites, the true teachings of the prophets, of the Most High, of Christ, of the disciples, the true teaching of the Bible. Read on.
And by the word of their testimony. And they loved not their lives unto the death.
Meaning that they didn't prefer their lives in this kingdom. They knew that their lives, that this was not their rest. They knew that having their heaven now is against the Most High. But guess what? George Loud wanted his heaven now. He wanted the security that the white man promised him, that the slave master promised him. He wanted to keep his family safe, and he wanted to live a lifestyle that was above the field slaves. So he agreed to teach the unlearned Israelites that they were African. He was willing to teach them that Jesus was white. He was willing to teach them that the laws are done away with. He was willing to teach them that they don't have to keep the commandments. Do you see where this thing is going? He was willing to teach them that they're Christians, and there's no Christians in the Bible anywhere. But black people want to talk about Project 2025. Keep reading.
And love not their lives unto the death. 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you.
The deceiver is come down unto you. The spirit, the lies, the flood of the dragon is come down to you, meaning that nation, that fourth and final beast, that scarlet colored beast, scarlet. Let's see what scarlet is. Let's see what scarlet. We're going to go to Blue Letter Bible.org. Okay. And we're going to put in scarlet. Okay. Am I spelling it wrong? Scarlet. Okay. Let's see. Let's look at Revelations. Okay. So this is scarlet in Revelation 17 and 3. Well, as a matter of fact, read that first, Doug. Read that Revelation 17 and 3.
Let's see if I can. Okay. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns.
Having 7 heads and 10 horns. Read on.
And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication.
Okay, so that's the great whore that is riding on the beast. Okay? All right, so now let me let's see if we can find the definition of scarlet color. Okay? All right. Does everyone, okay, so you see right here where it says outline of biblical usage? Would you read that?
Yes. Outline. Okay. Crimson, scarlet colored. A camel. The grain of Lex Conferia?
Concifera. Yeah.
Concifera.
Uh-huh.
These are the plus terms resembling the cohernili, and when collected and pulverized produces a red.
Wait a minute. Produces a what?
A red.
Okay.
Which was used in dyeing scarlet cloth or clothing.
Okay, wait a minute. So let's look at these are cardinals. These are propaganda. Does everybody see that? Does everybody see this image right here?
Yes, sir.
You can't make this stuff up, right? You just can't do it.
Listen, you lady.
You just can't do it. I mean, your best bet is to just search the scriptures, man. Because you can't do nothing with this truth, man. Everybody see what color that image is.
I most certainly do.
I see it.
And it looked like raw food. It looked like raw food to me.
Do you see the color of this image?
Red.
No.
Scarlet red.
Does everybody see this statue right up here at the top? Hold up, wait a minute. Let me draw something for y'all, because I think y'all missing this. Does everybody see this image?
Yeah.
You see the arrow, what I got the arrow pointing at? Does everybody see that arrow? What color is that image?
Charcoal. Look like me up there.
Does anybody find that to be strange? That the majority of these people in red, and they are red too. Okay, so they red and their outfits red. But only a few of them look like the statue. Couple of them. These clowns in the back. Does everybody see that? Wow. Okay. All right. Okay, we're going to get off of. All right. So now we know that the color scarlet, and does everybody know what crimson means?
I think it means red.
Okay, let's try this. Let's go to we're gonna go let's see. Let's see what the color of sin is. Okay. All right. Let's go to Isaiah 1 and 18. Read that, dude. You on mute.
Isaiah 1 and 18. Mm-hmm. Come now and let us reason together, saith the Lord. Though your sins be as scarlet, they shall be as white as snow. Though they be red like crimson, they shall be as wool.
Does everybody see that? All right. Read Jeremiah 4 and 30, dog. Can you see it?
Jeremiah 4 and 30, yep. And when thou art spoiled, what wilt thou do? Though thou closest thyself with crimson, though thou deckest thee with ornaments of gold, though thou rentest thy face with painting, in vain shalt thou make thyself fair. Thy lovers will despite thee. They will seek thy life. Wow.
Wait a minute, man. Wait a minute, man. You mean to tell me the color of sin is red? Read Jeremiah 4 and 30 again. Maybe y'all, maybe you missed it.
And when thou art spoiled, what wilt thou do? Though thou clothest thyself with crimson, though thou deckest thee with ornaments of gold, though thou rentest thy face with painting, in vain shalt thou make thyself fair. Thy lovers will despite thee, that will seek thy face.
Thy lovers will despise thee, they will seek thy life. Does everybody see what's going on? What is it talking about? It's talking about the lovers. You're loving Edom. You love the beast. It's talking about Israel. He said, and when thou art spoiled, what wilt thou do? Though thou clothe thyself with crimson in sin, joining yourselves to the heathen, and sold to do mischief, though thou deckest thee with ornaments of gold, though you run around, you in designer, you in Edomites' names. You're running around in Edomites' names, putting your own people down because they can't afford to wear what you wear. Your ornaments of gold. Though you rendered thy faces in painting, meaning you put makeup on. You covering yourself in makeup. Even men wear makeup in Hollywood. You do understand that, right? You do understand these hip-hop artists have to put on makeup before they shoot these videos, right? In vain. Understand what's going on? Sarah actually went and got the bond servant and had the bond servant to lay with Abraham because she didn't totally believe what the angel told her, that she was going to bring in the promised line and the promised seed. And that child of the bondwoman was Ishmael, the father of the Arabs. They'll tell you that. But why is it that the Nation of Islam and the Muslims in America, why do they teach you? Why do they teach you that it's a nation called the Nation of Islam? And if so, then why do they teach you that you're African? Who is the God of the Nation of Islam? It is a man named Wallace. What is it? Master as in master, like Master Mason. Master Farad. Master Fraud. Master Farad Muhammad. A Caucasian that is on the FBI files as a thief.
Let's play that back for a minute. You said Master Fraud, right?
Does everybody understand where this is going? Why does the Nation of Islam teach you are African? Do you understand that Allah was created? It is the moon god created by the Roman Catholic Church. Allah simply means arm, leg, arm, head. It is the 5 pillars of Lucifer. Which is why you have the crescent star and the moon. The crescent star symbolizes a fallen man. It's the same star, it's the same 5 points as the Da Vinci painting. Does everybody understand? This is arm, leg, arm, head. When you turn that upside down, what I'm showing you, man, is that this stuff is deep, man. It's shrouded in symbolism. It's shrouded in esoteric knowledge. What is esoteric knowledge? Read that, dog. Wait a minute, hold up. Read this, dog. Read that definition.
Esoteric. Intended for or likely to be understood by only a small number of people with a specialized knowledge or interest. Esoteric.
Okay, so does everyone see? Does everyone see? Let me see. Let me go back to this. Okay. So now they have, men don't have 4 arms. But the point is that they have them in 2 positions. Why? Because they wanted to have 6 points. Why do they want it to have 6 points? Remember, Satan can't create anything. And David never had a star.
Is that because the mark of the beast that they're having that stick?
No, that is because of the perversion of the budded pomegranate and the lily. Please understand. Wait a minute. I'm gonna go slow. Just relax for a second, and we're gonna take this slow. Okay. This is the image that those that profess to be the Jews use on their flag. Do you see their flag down here? Okay. They did not create this. They profaned it. It's just like they did not create, the LGBT elemental P did not create the rainbow. They profaned the rainbow. Does everybody understand that? Okay. So look, I want to show you a couple of things. This Da Vinci, does everyone see the relationship between this Da Vinci image and this image? Does everybody see that? It is 6 points. Does everybody see that? 6, 6, 6. It's 6 angles, 6 sides, and 6 points. That is 666, the number of a man. Does everybody understand that? Okay, now let me show you the image that they are perverting. Does everybody see this image? How many points is on this image? Is on this budded pomegranate? How many points is on it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Oh, okay. I see. Okay, so this is Exodus 39. Read from verse 20.
All right, Exodus 20, 39 and 20.
Mm-hmm.
And they made two.
Wait a minute, hold on. Wait, before you start. Read verse 1 so we can get the context. Read verse 1.
All right. Exodus 39 and 1. And of the blue and purple and scarlet, they made clothes or cloths of service to do service in the holy place, and made the holy garments for Aaron as the Lord commanded Moses. And he made the ephod of gold, blue, and purple, and scarlet.
Understand, the ephod is the chest plate. Let me show you that. The priest had what's known as an ephod. Does everybody see that? It was a chest plate. Does everybody see that it's 12 stones on that chest plate? Does everybody see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. These stones represent the 12 tribes of Israel. You see that jasper stone is brown, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you see that sardine is brown, right?
Mhm.
Okay, that's significant. We're going to just hold your place right there, but you see how this works, right? Okay. Read that what's that Exodus 28:17. Can you see it?
No.
Okay.
I just saw the chest plate.
Okay. Let me see. See if I can. Yeah. Can you see it now?
Oh, okay. I can barely see it. Okay.
You can barely see it?
I got you.
Okay.
And thou shalt set in it settings of stones, even 4 rows of stones. The first row shall be a sardis, a topaz, and a what?
Carbuncle.
A what?
Carbuncle.
A carbuncle. This shall be the first row. And the second row shall be an emerald, a sapphire, and a diamond.
And the emerald is for Judah. Oh,
right. And the third row, what? A linger, and a jade, and
amethyst.
Amethyst. And the fourth row, a beryl, an onyx.
Beryl is green.
And a jasper.
And onyx and a jasper.
Yeah, an onyx and a jasper, and they shall be set in gold in their enclosings.
Okay, all right. And the enclosing is that ephod you see him with, right? All the priests had that. That was a part of their garments.
Bruh, that was today. That's probably over $1 million in that.
What you mean, bruh?
Bruh, they was wearing Trump jewelry then.
Man! But you want to talk about your gold chains. When you see these rappers come out, they got on dookie ropes. And you know the dookie ropes was hollow.
Right.
You see that? You see how you putting down your precious stones to be a priest of the Lord for trash. Does everybody see that now? I just want you to notice that. All right, so now let's go back. Read
Was that 2?
Yeah, read on.
And he made an ephod of gold, blue and purple and scarlet and fine twined linen. And they did beat the gold into thin plates and cut it into wires to work in the blue. To work it in the blue and in the purple and in the scarlet and in the fine linen with cunning work. They made shoulder pieces for it to couple it together. By the 2 edges, it was coupled together.
Please, don't you don't want that smoke with the Most High, man. Please show some respect and some honor to the Father. The Father is no joke. Do you understand the precision and the detail? See, you have to be, I believe you have to be a carpenter like Joseph to understand the Lord. Come on, man. This is just so much, bruh. No wonder they took the trades out of the school. That is what set the slaves apart from everybody else. That's why our families were growing so much in the 50s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. That's why our families was growing so much, because we had the trades. That's why after slavery, the plantations was falling, and they actually had to pay reparations to the slave owners because they was crying like little bitches. Sorry. But they were crying and complaining that the slaves had been released, so they paid them reparations to keep their farms going. Why? Because they had been sitting on the porch drinking lemonade all day. They didn't know how to do none of the work. Sorry, bastards. Read on.
Say they made shoulder pieces for it to couple it together by the two edges it was coupled together. And the curious girdle of his ephod that was upon it was the same, according to the work thereof of gold, blue, and purple, and scarlet, and fine twined linen, as the Lord commanded Moses. And they wrought onyx stones enclosed in ouches of gold. What? I don't get it. What's an ouch of gold? Supposed to be ounces? I don't get it.
I guess it's a
Ouches
that's
of
a measurement. Yes, it's a measurement.
Okay. Ouches of gold graven as signets are graven with the names of the children of Israel. And he put them on the shoulders of the ephods, that they should be stones for a memorial to the children of Israel, as the Lord commanded Moses. And he made the breastplate of cunning work, like the work of the ephod, of gold, blue, and purple, and scarlet, and fine twined linen. It was 4 square. They made the breastplate double, a span of length thereof, and a span of breadth thereof, therefore, being double. And they set it in 4 rows of stone. The first row was a sardius, a topaz, and a carbuncle. This was the first row. The second row, an emerald. Oh, excuse me, 1 second. Hold on 1 second.
All right. Second row, an emerald, a sapphire, and a diamond. The third row, a liguri, agate, and an amethyst. And the fourth row, a beryl, onyx, and a jasper. They were enclosed in ouches of gold in their enclosures, in their enclosings. And the stones were according to the names of the children of Israel. You still you there, bro?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
You had 14?
Yeah.
All right, and the stones were according to the names of the children of Israel, 12.
You on mute. You on mute, Doug. Doug. Unless you not fell asleep. No, you ain't on mute. I don't know what's going on. Maybe we lost him. And the stone was according to the names of the children of Israel, 12, according to their names, like the engravings of a signet, every one with his name according to the 12 tribes. Okay, yeah, you was on mute. You're on mute now, bro.
Sorry, y'all.
15.
Okay, 15.
You good? Uh-huh.
All right, and they made upon the breastplate chains at the ends of work of what is called wreathen work of pure gold. And they made 2 ouches of gold and 2 gold rings, and put the 2 rings in the 2 ends of the breastplate. And he put the 2 wreathen chains of gold in the 2 rings on the end of the breastplate. And the 2 ends of the 2 wreathen chains they fastened in the 2 ouches, and they put them on the shoulders of the ephod before it. And they made 2 rings of gold and put them on the 2 ends of the breastplate upon the border of it, which was on the side of the ephod inward. The details, man. And they made 2 other golden rings and put them on the 2 sides of the ephod underneath, towards the forepart of it, over against the other coupling thereof, above the curious girdle of the ephod. And they did bind the breastplate by his rings unto the rings of the ephod with a lace of blue, that it might be above the curious girdle of the ephod, and that the breastplate may not be loose from the ephod, as the Lord commanded Moses. And he made the robe of the ephod of woven work, all of blue. And there was a hole in the midst of the robe, as the hole of a habergeon, with a band around about the hole, that it should not rend. And they made upon the hems of the robe pomegranates of blue and purple and scarlet and twined linen.
Wait a minute. They made upon the hem what?
Of the robe pomegranates of blue and purple and scarlet and twined linen.
Pomegranates. Keep reading.
And they made bells of pure gold, with the bells between the pomegranates above upon the hem of the robes, round about between the pomegranates. A bell and a pomegranate, a bell and a pomegranate, round about the hem of the robe, to minister in as the Lord commanded Moses.
Okay, why did they have a bell? Because if you went in to the Holy of Holies and you lit an incense wrong, you fell dead. And they tied a rope around your ankle to pull you out. Because they weren't coming in there to get you. Do you understand how precise the Most High was?
And show how serious that was. They put a rope around your ankle. That if you in there, you do something you ain't got no business, we ain't coming in there.
And when you hit the ground, you hear them bells. Clink, 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 clink. And they know to pull you out.
Right.
Now how you gonna get a heathen? Now how you gonna get a heathen in there?
That's serious, doesn't it?
All right. Okay. All right. So you understand that the pomegranate, and we gave you the image of a budded pomegranate. Understand it's a bell and a pomegranate, a bell and a pomegranate. What else has 6 points? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's see. 2nd Ezra chapter 5 and verse, let's start at verse 23. Read that, Doug.
You said 5 and 23?
You know what? Start at 21, Doug.
All right. It says, verse 21, and after 7 days, so it was, that the thoughts of my heart were very grievous unto me again. And my soul recovered the spirit of understanding, and I began to talk with the Most High again, and said, O Lord, that bears rule, of every wood of the earth, and of all the trees thereof, thou hast chosen the one only vine.
Wait a minute. I want you to read 22 again for me.
And my soul recovered the spirit of understanding, and I began to talk with the Most High again.
Wait a minute. And my soul recovered the spirit of understanding. Then I began to talk to the Most High again. I mean, I don't just, bro. Read on.
And said, O Lord, that bears rule of every wood of the earth, and of all the trees thereof, thou hast chosen the only one vine.
Mm-hmm.
And of all lands of the whole world, thou hast chosen the one pit, and of all the flowers thereof, one lily.
Okay, that one pit, that's talking about Israel. Out of all the lands of the earth, he chose Israel. All the flowers up thereof, he chose what?
One lily.
One lily. Now let's look at the lily. Because we looking at why did they choose the 6 points to profane. We see the budded pomegranate. We see that the budded pomegranate, it was a bell and a pomegranate, a bell and a pomegranate on the garment, on the edge of the garment of the priest. Can you count those petals there, Doug?
Yeah. 12 o'clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
And 6. And could you read that verse again for me, please? 24.
And of all the lands of the whole world thou hast chosen thee one pit, and of all the flowers thereof one lily.
So the Most High chose the lily out of all the flowers of the earth. He chose Israel out of all the places, out of all the lands of the earth. Okay? When he says out of all the trees he chose one vine, that means a green olive tree. Israel. That vine being Christ. You understand what I'm saying? He said, I am the vine and you are the branches. Keep reading.
25. And of all the depths of the sea thou hast filled thee one river. And of all builded cities thou hast hollowed Sion unto thyself.
Thou hast hollowed Zion. Zion. This is old Quaker English in the Apocrypha, but that's also what branches are called in grafting. Tree branches are called scions. Do you understand the significance of why Michelle Obama sat down with Zion Wade? Now, do you understand that? You understand the game that's being played in your face? 26th verse, dog.
And of all the fowls that are created, thou hast named thee one dove. And of all the cattle that I made, thou hast provided thee one sheep. And among all the multitudes of people, thou hast gotten thee one people.
Wait a minute. I want to make sure that you see that that's crystalline. Okay? That's crystalline. If you can't see that, that means that your eyes and your ears are smeared with Christianity and packed with Christianity. Read it again.
Yeah, this verse 27 it says, and among all the multitudes of people, thou hast gotten thee one people. And unto this people, whom thou lovest, thou gavest a law that is above all.
Wait a minute.
That is approved of all. Sorry, y'all.
Read on, dog. Maybe I'm making it up. Read on.
I'm gonna read 27 again. I kind of chopped it up at the end. It's got to be right. And among all the multitudes of people, thou hast gotten thee one people, and unto this people whom thou lovest, thou gavest a law that is approved of all.
What do you do with that?
You read it again. Wow. 28. And now, O Lord, why hast thou given this one people over unto many?
Wait a minute. So why hast thou given this one people over unto many?
Ezra's was that dude, man. Ezra's had balls. Excuse my French, man. Ezra's had balls. He did. He wasn't scared to ask.
Man, he went to the Lord, bro. He was about that action.
He said, "Why?"
More than bald, I believe. I believe he had the knowledge of who he was and who the Most High was.
Absolutely.
He was given, and he was given access.
Yeah, bro.
Because of his knowledge and his obedience.
Yes,
he was given access to do that.
That's right.
And he knew that without that access, he'd have went there. You'd heard them bells, and that might have been pulling them out.
I know that's right.
And the Most High really wasn't answering him straight up. Just giving him what he already knew. You know what I'm saying? Like leaving it up to him. You tell me to wait a fire, bro.
That's some real power, bro.
Come on, man.
Read on, Doug.
All right. 28. And now, O Lord, why hast thou given this one people over unto many? And upon the one root hast thou prepared others? And why hast thou scattered thy only one people among many? And they which did gainsay thy promises and believe not thy covenants have trodden them down.
Wait a minute, read that again, bruh. Do you see this?
And they which did gainsay thy promises and believe not thy commandments have trodden them down.
Believe not thy covenants.
Yeah, believe not thy covenants have trodden them down. If thou didst so much hate thy people, yet shouldest thou punish them with thy own hands? Now when I have spoken these words, the angel that came to me the night erefore was sent unto me, and said unto me, Hear me, and I will instruct thee. Hearken to the thing that I say, and I shall tell thee more. And I said, Speak on, my Lord. Then said he unto me, Thou art sore troubled in mind for Israel's sake. Lovest thou that people better than he that made them?
In other words, do you think that you love Israel more than me? Because Ezra just saying, well, I mean, you know, if you love these people so much, why ain't you just, you know, why didn't you just, I mean, you do you hate the people? You know, if you hate them, then why ain't you just punish them with your own hand? Why you gave them over to the heathen? The ones that are diverse from any other beast before it. Like, why would you put them over? Why would you make them slaves, though? And let the people who don't even believe your covenant rule over them and be at the top of the earth, own all the football teams and the NBA teams, and own Hollywood and own all corporate America, and can print the money out of thin air? Why would you give them over to them people, though?
You know what a lot of that tell me is? How our forefathers felt about the other nations.
Man. We love them. We love them. They are God. How would you be an Israelite and accept a stringy-haired white guy that looked like he smoked weed and worked at Waffle House? How could you accept that as your God, as the Son of God, and the Holy Spirit in one image, and you don't say nothing? Why? Because the broken pastor told you you was Africans, Gentile, heathens, saved by grace of white Jesus. So when you go back and you look at Red Fox, she used to call him a fish-eyed fool and a heathen. Does everybody know what a heathen is? When you call an Israelite an African, you are calling them a heathen. You are calling them a Gentile. Man, keep going, Doug. I mean, sometimes it just be it be too much.
Okay, sorry about that. All right, 34. And I said, no, I'll go back 33. And I said, Speak on, my Lord. Then he said unto me, Thou art sore, troubled in mind for Israel's sake. Lovest thou that people better than he that made them? And I said, No, Lord, but of very grief have I spoken, for my reins pain me every hour, while I abhor to comprehend the way of the Most High, and to seek out part of his judgment. And he said unto me, Thou canst not. And I said, Wherefore, Lord? Whereunto was I born then? Or why was not my mother's womb then my grave, that I might not have seen the travail of Jacob, and the wearisome toil of the stock of Israel? And he said to me, number me the things that are not yet come. Gather me together the dross that are scattered abroad. Make me the flower green again that are withered. Open me the places that are closed, and bring me forth the winds that in them are shut up. Show me the image of a voice. Then I will declare to thee the things that thou laborest to know. What? You know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? He told him, make me a flower green and withered. What? I mean, like, I know Esdras had to be like, just befuddled, just dumbfounded. What?
Look at watch what he say. Look at what he say.
It's 38. And I said, O Lord, that bearest rule, who may know these things? But he that hath not his dwelling with men? As for me, I am unwise. How may I then speak of these things wherefore thou askest me? Then said he unto me, like as thou canst do none of these things that I have spoken of, even so canst thou not find out my judgment, or in the end the love that I have promised unto my people.
Woo! Man!
And I said, behold, O Lord, yet art thou nigh unto them that be reserved to the end? And what shall they do to have been before me? Or we that be now? Or they that shall come after us? And he said unto me, I will liken my judgment unto a ring, like as there is no slackness of the least. Even so, there is no swiftness to the first.
So now you understand where Lord of the Ring come from. Keep reading.
Whoa. So I answered and said, couldst thou not make those that have been made and be now, and that are for to come at once, that thou mightest show thy judgment the sooner? Then he answered me and said, the creature may not haste above the maker, neither may the world hold them at once that shall be created therein. And I said, as thou hast said unto thy servant, that thou, which giveth life to all, hast given life at once to the creature that has created. And the creature bare it, even so it might now also bear them that now be present at once. And he said unto me, ask the womb of a woman, and say unto her, if thou bringest forth children, why doest thou it not together, but one after another? Pray her therefore to bring forth 10 children at once. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Wow.
And you know he picked 10 children because the 10 tribes of the north.
Whoa.
You understand that? That's why he said 10 children. Everything he say, bro, is precision, bro. It's like notes in music, bro. The Most High don't play, bro. It was 10 northern kingdom tribes. He can't bring them in. He can't bring us together all at once is what he's telling you. He can't unite the king. He's not going to unite the kingdom all at once. Because, and can a woman tell a woman's womb, ask the womb of a woman. He didn't even say ask the woman. Ask the womb why I can't bring forth 10 children at once. Ask it why it's got to be one at a time. Go ahead, bro.
Okay. Wow. All right. Where we left?
47.
Bring forth 10 children at once. And I said, she cannot, but must do it by distance of time. Then said he unto me, even so, have I given the womb of the earth to those that be sworn in it in their times. For like as a young child may not bring forth the things that belong to the aged, even so I have disposed the world which I created. And I asked and said, seeing thou hast now given me the way, I will proceed to speak before thee. For our mother, of whom thou hast told me that she is young, draweth now nigh unto age. He answered me and said, ask a woman that beareth children, and she shall tell thee. Say unto her, wherefore are unto they whom thou hast now brought forth like those that were before, but less of stature.
Wow. I
And
mean,
she said,
like the woman, like meaning Israel brought forth the prophets. You know what I'm saying? Brothers that was high in stature, man. The kings of Israel. I'm talking about high in stature Israelites. But now the Israelites are less stature, man. No more prophets in the earth. You see what I'm trying to say? Keep reading, bruh. Wow.
53. And she shall answer thee, they that be born in the strength of youth are one fashion, and they that are born in the time of age when the womb felleth are otherwise.
Oh my goodness. When the womb felleth, meaning when the Israelites fail to be fruitful and multiply, when they fail to obey God's laws, statutes, and commandments, when they start being covered in sin and joined in covenant unto the heathen, then you will produce seed of less stature. Hey, man. Read the rest of it, though, so I can get y'all out of here.
Wow. Consider thou therefore also how that ye are less of stature than those that were before you. Wow, just what you said. And so are they that come after you less than ye, as the creatures which now being to be old, and have passed over the strength of youth. Then said I, Lord, I beseech thee, if I have found favor in thy sight, show thy servant by whom thou visiteth thy creature. Wow,
man. So we're gonna shut it down right there, man.
That was Ezra 5, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Second Ezra 5.
Second Ezra 5, yeah. Ezra serious, boy.
Did anybody learn anything? Peter Wheat.
Baby, it's real.
Yeah, ethnocentric knowledge. That was a new one to me. You know, I like words have meaning, and I never heard that. So yeah, that definitely was a new one for me.
It's esoteric.
I got a question to ask.
Esoteric, yeah.
Has anyone went to find out why the Apocryphus was not combined with the Holy Scriptures or the other scriptures?
Yeah, let me show it to you.
I went in and searched it myself, but I was just wondering.
Okay, go ahead. What you find?
Okay, I found out that there were 14 books written before 4000 and 2000 BCE during the intertestamental period. The 400 years before, the 400 years between the writing of the Maccabees and the beginning of John the Baptist's ministry. Also, I found out something too that was interesting, that the Catholics, the Roman Catholic Church, recognizes the Apocryphus only because it's different doctrines and they try to interpret or use it in their teaching.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how come, but that's what I found out. Also, it says written during the time without recognition or recognized by the prophets. It was because no Jewish prophet was recognized during this time, and the Jewish people and the Christians received no revelation from God. But it was inspiring to know that those books were taken out because it gave too much information. It gave too much knowledge. And it wasn't to be given out like the first 50-some scriptures that was in this Bible.
Mm-hmm.
They did not want people. The Roman Catholics didn't, back in that time, they didn't want those other scriptures or those other 14 books to be acknowledged. But I'm glad I read up on it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, now let me tell you the real reason. The Protestants the Protestants of Martin Luther, those that were coming against the Roman Catholic Church, wanted the Apocrypha out because it's taught too much about the Israelite nationality. They knew that the Jews of Revelations 2:9 and 3:9 could not continue their deception of the earth as the Israelites if the Apocrypha was included as a part of the, I guess you could say, Christian church. Okay.
But that's because it was too much information through those other 14 books.
Mm-hmm. Too much information about the nationality of the Israelites. Right.
Exactly. But after me reading some parts of some of those 14 books, because I read the Wisdom of Solomon. I read that one through its entirety. And the way that I interpreted about Wisdom of Solomon was Solomon had the ability to do the right thing, but because he was loving other women of other nations, and he felt like, oh, it's going to be okay until the father draw down the line and just basically took away everything from him.
Mm-hmm.
But the way that he went about being with other women, it was astonishing because from what I read, some of these women, but it was leading up to the fact that they were of other gods or other beliefs, and so they were trying to persuade Solomon to be of that caliber, and it was not what the father wanted Solomon to partake in. That's why he was telling him not to lay with other nations of women.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let me see if I can. I have to send it to you all.
Can you raise your hand if you want a question?
It's becoming so hard to find. Let me see. It's becoming so. I mean, like the information they have so much misinformation out there, man. It makes it hard to find certain stuff. But go ahead.
No, I was just going to kind of piggyback on what Auntie was saying. You know, they were saying, basically not to, mess with foreign women because foreign women tend to turn you from the Most High to their gods.
Mm-hmm.
Which foreign women?
All the ones that are in 1 Kings 11 chapter. Edomites, Zidonians, Ammonites, Moabites, all the heathen women.
You don't know my land. This is me.
Who the hell are you? I'm Samuel Turner. Reverend Walthall sent us. Fellow with the nigger preacher. Come on. Let's go find Earl. All right.
I gotta see this.
Niggas here. We don't treat none no different than another. We got rules. Cost breaking, stealing, sacking, and other thing. Earl's not finished worth dealing with if you pay for the skin. You in the field, Dad? We'll shoot you where you stand. I ain't a problem with that. You stop right now and go on that rig and eat. Oh, this here Sam Turner, fellow with the nigger preacher. So you come from? We can get South County. South Nottingham.
Hey, E.
Yeah,
Hey, can you pause it for a second?
yeah.
I just wanted to ask it. How I'm trying to link this to my headset, man. I can't link it.
What linking the what you got, your phone?
Yeah, I can't never link it to my headset. I got my Bluetooth phone, but it never links to it.
Okay, so go to your settings on your phone.
Okay, hold on.
You got an Android, right?
Yeah, I need to go back out.
Yeah, go back out on your phone. You don't have to go out of Zoom.
Hold on.
Just go to your settings.
Man, I had problems with my phone, man. Hold on. It's been doing it for a while now. I don't know why.
We love you, PD.
One love, sis. One love, y'all. I just got back yesterday, so.
How was it?
Oh,
Your
man.
cruise.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful.
They had a hurricane, didn't it?
No, we that was on the other side. I was on Jamaica. We was in DR. Hold on, y'all. Well, I tell you what, man, continue on. Let me. I'll get back with you.
Okay, yeah. I'll help you with it.
What up, P? What up, fam?
Good to see you, man. Too, P.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm black. I look like some grade chicken wing.
That's good.
Yeah, man.
You Jasper and Sardon.
Right.
I'm gonna come over there and see you one for myself.
Bro,
I'll be over there to see you for myself, okay?
Yeah, you talking about hot.
I bet it was hot, baby. But y'all was always on the ship, though, weren't you?
Now, we got off 3 times.
See that?
Bahamas, DR, and Grand Turk.
Okay. But it was hot as heck there, though, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Real hot.
Okay. Well, mommy will see you in a little while.
Yeah, hot. I need to get back to that.
I'm wondering why we can get that nigger ears. You see it firsthand. His mouth up. Gangs. Drown. Goddamn easy. That funnel in there. Truth is, even mean nigger's fearful enough. You can do work for your boy there. Discipline word.
a lot further than my pistol would. That's a good preacher. I don't really care how good he is. I don't really say what he's supposed to.
Do you hear that? Did y'all hear that? He said, I don't care how good he is, long as he says what he's supposed to.
Right.
Right. Fine.
Does everybody understand what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
He said a good discipline. Hold on, man. I'm going to say it again. We got to show it again, man. Hold on, man. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
All right, hold on 1 second, man. I got to go back because this is very important. This is where it come from. Let's see. Floating menu. Okay.
A lot further than my pistol would. That's a good. Truth is, even men snickers spirit for the gospel. You good word from your boy there. Discipline word. A lot further than my pistol would. That's a.
He said a good discipline word. It'll go a lot further than my pistol will. These are the people that you think done changed.
Whoa.
You understand that?
Wow.
These are the people that you say are your Christian brothers. That when I tell you that you're an Israelite, this is who you got a problem with not being mentioned. You remember that sister that was that they was meeting with in the church with IUIC? And the first thing she said is that you didn't mention white people. That's the first thing she said. Does everybody understand what's going on?
Stockholm syndrome.
It's a reason why white Jesus is the most famous logo and brand in world history, man. You understand that? Listen carefully. This is exactly what I told you. This is exactly what I told you. This is where we get George Liles from. The only difference between George Liles and Nat Turner is that it didn't discuss George Liles to see this done to his people, man. He just wanted to keep himself from having to go through it. And when you really look at it, when you look at this level of savagery, it takes a certain type of brother to be able to endure that. To not be fearful of that. And to fear the Lord anyway. Understand what's going on now.
Good preacher. I don't really care how good he is. I don't really say what he's supposed to.
He said, I don't care how good he is, long as he say what he's supposed to. Now how he know what he's supposed to say? What is he supposed to say? He's supposed to say that you Africans, the laws are done away with. He's supposed to say that you Christians, you heathens, saved by the grace of white Jesus.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? This is the game.
And that's the same thing they said to Bishop TJ and Cripple Dollar.
Period.
Yeah, that's what they took behind them walls. Yeah, exactly. Same thing.
Now understand. At this time, you didn't know the difference between these. You didn't know the difference between white folks and Jewish people at this time.
Right.
They was all the same people. They still all the same people. But my point is that they allowed certain families to take on this Jewish persona.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why the Queen of England told you that she descends from King David. And you don't understand the Bible enough to understand bloodline and King David, then that means she's saying she's a Jew.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But she's the regular white woman. You feel me?
Man, Yeah, I got to link this to my headset, bro. God, dog.
So go to your settings, P. It ain't gonna take long. Go to your settings.
Okay. I'm at the bottom where it say, okay, I'm at meeting settings.
No. Go to your settings on your phone, not in Zoom.
Oh, not in Zoom.
Flip phone don't have setting it.
Yeah, you right about that.
that BlackBerry.
Just go to your Bluetooth settings.
That chirp.
If you can see the Bluetooth, if you just press it, it'll open directly.
Yeah, go to your settings on your phone. You know the little crank dial, the little crank.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
All right.
Let me go. Okay, hold on. Let me go to it. All right, I'm at it.
All right, so now your headphone. Okay, so click on connections.
Okay.
And then click on Bluetooth.
I'm on that. It's got me linked to my earpiece.
Okay, wait a minute. It's got you linked to it, so you need to forget it. You need to go push the little crank beside it.
Turn it off?
No, go to the little crank beside it. Don't turn it off. It's a little crank that's beside your earpiece in the list.
Oh, hold on.
It's on the right.
Okay, I see it. Okay.
All right, so tap on that, and it's going to say unpair.
It's going to say what now?
Unpair at the bottom.
Oh, unpair. I see it, yeah.
All right, so now it say unpair. All right.
Yeah.
And so now go back to it and tap go back to it and wait a minute. Before you even tap it, before you touch it, go to your headphones and hold down, turn your headphones on and hold them down until it says ready to pair.
Hold on, you just...
So turn it off, turn your headphones off. And now tap them, turn them back on, but hold down the button when you turn them back on. Hold them down. Yep.
Say downloading software. Hold on, it's downloading. Hold on.
Wait a minute. What you mean?
It's pairing.
Okay, it's pairing now? Okay, well, this the thing. This what I want you to do.
It's trying to connect. That's what it's doing. It's trying to connect.
Auntie, just relax.
I'll be quiet.
1 second. All right.
So
P. All right. So it's trying to connect now, and it won't connect, right?
Right.
Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to go to your headphones. I want you to turn them off.
All right, hold on. All right.
Now turn them back on, but hold down the button for about 5-10 seconds. But you need to be listening to it at the same time. It's going to say ready to pair. Then when it says ready to pair and it starts flashing, let it go.
He has to restart the scan on his phone too now.
Well, maybe, but it's already in the list, so he may not have to do that yet. But because he didn't delete it out of the list. You know, if you forget it and actually delete it out of the list, then you have to scan again. But let's just see. Sometimes it'll. But all right, so now it says ready to pair.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me get it back in the list.
Okay, wait a minute. It's not in the list?
Yeah, when I first did it, when you said unpair, I hit unpair. Okay, it's back in the list now.
All right. So, but okay, listen. So on your headphones, did you turn them off?
Yeah, the first time. Now they back on.
All right, you turned them back on and you held it down. It says ready to pair.
Yeah.
All right. So now tap your headphones in the list on your phone.
Okay, it just said connected.
All right, there you go. So now.
But I don't hear you though. You know.
Okay, because you don't hear me in the headphones yet.
No.
Okay, all right. So,
hold on. Headset. It's right here on my phone. It says earbud settings.
huh? Wait a minute. Wait. So you can't hear them still, right? Even though it's connected.
Yeah, and it's been like that since I've been using
Okay,
it.
I got you. Listen. So now do this. So now tap on that. Let me see. If you can you hold down? Turn off your Bluetooth. Turn the Bluetooth off. Now, while it's off, I want you to turn the headphones off. Turn it back on, holding it down.
Man, I'm messing up the class, yo. I'll tell you what, go on.
Well, yeah, well, we don't have much longer. I'll get you straight.
This still family business. it's family. It's family business. Want somebody need a little help?
Absolutely, I got you.
Yeah.
So look, we ain't got much more of this right here either.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Listen.
Brethren, I pray you sing to the Lord the new song.
This brother snap with this movement, bro.
From the righteous. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud on their beds. Let the high praise of God be on the mouths of the saints and a two-edged sword in their hand to execute vengeance on the demonic nations and punishment on those peoples, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute on them this written judgment. Dishonor have all his saints. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Sing to him a new song. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
This is like, it's kind of crazy.
Did everybody hear that? Hey, God, hey, listen.
That was the reason and the intent of slavery.
Come on,
for us to cry out to our Abba.
Absolutely, bro. But did you hear what he was talking? He read the scripture. They was looking at him. Understand, the Edomites don't know what he's really saying. They were just there to make sure that he preached the right sermon. But he went in the scriptures. And they didn't even know what he was saying.
Bind them heathen.
He said, bring vengeance to the demonic nations. And judgments. He talked about the heathen, bro. Bind those kings in chains, bro. You understand? I mean, did you hear that? Man, I got to go back and watch the movie again because it's been on me so heavy. This first black Christian church and these black folk that they put up in these high positions, these famous black people, they are the exact same thing, bro. That's what the point is. Every religion is the same thing.
Nothing new under the sun.
Beg your pardon.
Yes.
Can we read the verse?
Yes,
I just want to see it.
Okay.
It's going to make you scream. Now everybody can.
Sis wanna hear that execution. Let's hear it then.
Shoot, yes.
He actually was he was going through a couple of different verses. But go ahead. Go to it's Psalms 149. Dub, you got it.
Yeah.
Verse 1. Dub, you there? No, he gone, ain't he?
I think he's gone.
Okay, all right, okay, all right.
I
So
thought he was coming back.
Psalms 149 verse 1. Praise ye the Lord. Sing unto the Lord a new song, and his praises in the congregation of the saints. Let Israel rejoice in him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king. You notice how he did not say Israel. He could not say Israel. You hear that? Let them praise his name in the dance. Let them sing praises unto him with the timbrel and the harp. For the Lord taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. He will beautify the meek with salvation. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of God be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hands, to execute vengeance upon the heathen, and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings in chains, and their nobles in fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord.
That need to be read every day by every saint. Every day that need to be read. Up to the Father. But you want to make the Father cotton candies and candy apples and whatever. Like they don't want to get in this book and know that this book is about God's people and judgment and vengeance.
And
Across the
restoration.
heathen nation.
Sir.
Praise you, Lord.
Praise you.
Come on, man. Wow. That's you know. So anyway, I gotta watch the movie again. Yeah, I gotta watch the
Every
movie.
time I hear that, especially with that movie, goes to show you, just like they mentioned, the programming, Hollywood.
Did anybody learn anything, man?
Man,
I'm gonna go ahead.
Where is that brother? Do y'all think about where's that brother after he made that movie?
I don't even know.
You
He ain't in Hollywood. I know that. He ain't in Hollywood no more. I can tell you that. Let's start there.
A new song. Woo.
He said, and you see how he had to switch the verses up because he had the white man on his right and his left.
Yeah, right.
You see that? He couldn't say Israel.
Lord have mercy. Please play it again.
You could have stopped. You could have stopped, Claire, where you showed, where the word showed how the Father picked one out of each wonderful thing that he made. You could have stopped Claire right there.
Right.
Claire could have stopped right there. All this stuff they teach in the church, you could have went in there and said that, and not one mic would have dropped, but all of them would have dropped.
Yes, sir.
Come on, man. You gotta, I mean, you know, what I want to do is I want to play what he said next to, you know what?
If you could find the one where them two were standing over him and he stood up and told him inward is a ravenous wolf, where he was going back and forth and under. You know that one?
What is it called?
Where that pastor came in there, Edomite pastor came in and said, well, let every servant obey their master.
Oh yeah. He snapped. Oh man.
The movie started off showing us at birth you was called. When you were a child. At birth you was called from a little picnic and all the way how your ancestors standing with you. In the end, he showed when the enemy tried to come and get him at birth, how the angel stood in front of him. No, you will not. It's a powerful movie.
I mean, listen, man. How can a beast want something good? If Christianity is good, how could a beast call for the Israelites to be given Christianity, bro? Come on, man. Come on, bro.
It's just like you said, if they can't create that, just like Satan can't create that, why are we trying to accept everything they bring forth? Or anything that they bring forth? Because you know it's for your destruction.
I'm talking about he just knocked the teeth out of the slave and then talked about how he needs the gospel. And as long as he teach them, the right thing. So anyway, man. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all go, man. I'm gonna go on to pray us out, man, because I gotta get out of here. I gotta get going. Man, wow. Okay. I'm gonna pray us out. Abanawa Shabashamayim. Kwada Shaya Shamka, Yahweh, Malakwa, Tapa Radazaka Aya Isha, Ba Rataza, Kawa Aya Bashamayam, Nathan Lanawa, Lakam Ka Yawam, Wasalat Lanawa, Cha Wa Watanawa, Kasalat Lanawa, Cha Wa Watanawa Wala, Tanawa Yam, Bashanawam, Abba, Hashanawa, Mayam, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Halakwat, Wa Allah, Wa Aparath, La Awalam, Aman.
Amen.
Amen. I love y'all, fam.
All praise to the Father. All praise to the Father.
Yeah, we'll see y'all next week.
All right.
Lord
I'll be
willing.
on time too.
Shalom. Shalom.
Shalom.
Recording stop.
Hmm.